So first and foremost, man, congratulations on dropping the tape.
Thank you.
I'm almost certain it's been a very long time coming.
Absolutely.
And it's been a long time coming of us being, you know, I've always seen this studio that we're at, which is your studio.
Yeah, My Vision Sounds.
Yeah, I've seen this the Vision Sounds on everybody's Snapchat, every single person's Instagram. How long have you been at this spot right here?
I've been here a little bit over 4 years, 4 to 5 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Before this, I was working at another studio for like about 3 years.
Let's paint the picture for everybody. What history have you created here? Because you've been on a lot of stuff. You've created your own stuff.
Right.
You've helped or contributed to a lot of other projects as well.
Right.
What history has been made in this studio?
Okay, so as far as in Philadelphia, I've recorded like most underground artists that are like popping and doing their thing, from like Poop Papers to F.H. Snoop.
Shout out F.H.
This is a bunch of people. Off the top of my head, I'm probably gonna forget, so I'm not gonna name everybody. But yeah, I've recorded a lot of people out of Philadelphia, and then in Jersey, Mayor Fontaine, Ash Williams, Frankie Hill, Night Child. The list goes on with all the artists that I've recorded, and Shakia, Kev Rogers.
Yeah.
Just about anybody who's anybody in South Jersey that's making noise. Cam, well, I mean, Cam, he records himself. Yeah. Shouts out to Cam, but I mix his music, so
right.
Yeah.
So you mixing too?
Yeah, I mix and master everything, produce. Yeah.
What do you not do?
Sleep.
That's
I barely sleep.
You know sleep.
No, sleep is very important. I'm being dramatic, but yeah, I get plenty of sleep. I try to.
I just wanted to make sure that we emphasize that to any of the young aspiring artists that are watching this, because you know there's a lot of people that might be watching this that have been following your career for a long time. Like me personally, I've always been familiar with Kenif Muse's features. You know, like I remember the first time hearing you was on Test Your Luck, and after that, I heard you on Read Receipt. So these are two solid songs that I heard. Shout out to Kevin, shout out to Switch. And from there I was like, yo, I really gotta dive deep into this man's music. And then ironically, Amber comes out. A whole bunch of songs are coming out. One that really stood out, City Girl Summers.
Right.
I need you to break down I need you to break that down for me, because there has to be some type of inspiration for you to be making a song called City Girl Summers in the middle of a city girl summer. I need to know.
Alright, so the project was already done. I needed a skit to tie all the songs together. At least that's the way I felt.
Yeah.
So I hit up my girl, Key Brown, shouts out to her. I do a lot of her production too. She's from South Jersey as well. I asked her to do a skit on the project. She did a skit on my my other EP, Emerald. So I asked her to do it. She gave me this lengthy whole skit, which was fire, but I was like piecing it together, and we ended the skit with her saying "City Girl Summer." So I mixed the whole project. We put it on DistroKid to get ready to come out, and Darren, my manager, he's like, "Yo, it would be crazy if we did a song before this project drops called City Girl Summer." Because like I did it with the last project, we did it with Gossip, and Gossip ended up on the project. So I was coming up with the song. In the midst of all this, we put the project up early to submit it for playlisting on Spotify. So we went back to go check the songs, and it just so happened that like all the songs, for some strange reason, all the songs were skipping for 5 minutes. Like it would get to like the middle of the song and then start skipping. It did it to like 3 or 4 of the songs. So we took it down.
So Darren probably had to call Apple and Spotify and say, yo, you guys are messing up. Get the tape. Because he wasn't playing no games.
No, obviously not.
Obviously you weren't.
No games at all. No. So we panicked a little bit because it's like getting closer and closer to the project actually dropping. We take the project down. I had already finished half the song of City Girl Summer. So it's like still kind of rough around the edges of the song. It just so happened around the time I was working a lot with one of my good friends, Cam Dela, who does a lot of production for people in South Jersey. Shouts out to Cam. So I had played him the song, and it just so happened we were working. I was seeing him the whole week that I was working on that song. I'm like, yo, Cam, what you think of this song?
Yeah.
He's like, yo, it's hot. I'm like, do you mind adding some production to it?
Yeah.
Maybe some background vocals at first.
Mm-hmm.
He did that. It sounded fire. I finished the bridge, well, half of the bridge. And then Darren was like, yo, we got to put the project back. Like, it sounds hot.
Yeah.
So we put the project back up.
Uh-huh.
I already talked to Cam. I'm like, yeah, bro, I think this is going to actually end up on my project. Because I'm kind of like, I kind of closed off on doing features on my projects. Well, just putting like small bodies of work out so far. Only because it's like I work with so many people. I don't want people just to get me on my projects.
Yeah.
Eventually I'll start doing features. But so we put the song up on DistroKid with the rest of the songs for the project. And I'm away for like the day at the beach, and Cam sends me the song with his vocals on the second half of the bridge and like more production.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one.
Yeah.
So I secretly as soon as I left from the beach, I go straight to the studio, mix that version, send it to Cam. Cam's like, yeah, this sounds good. And I take the project back down off of DistroKid.
Yeah, so Cam, so anybody
5 days before the project came out, I took it back down off of DistroKid and put it back up. And that song made it last minute.
We should be thanking Cam.
No, absolutely.
We should definitely be. So
that's why he's here.
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, well,
you heard a Cam laugh just now.
Well, Cam is the reason why he left the beach, didn't even finish half of his funnel cake, ran to the studio.
You know, funnel cake.
Come on, man.
Shit. Shit.
It's a light skin thing. You know, a lot of people say me and you look alike, right?
We might be cousins.
This doesn't help that me and you got a hat on. This doesn't help.
I'm gonna take my hat. That's how.
Listen though, with Amber, the title is interesting. Why'd you title it Amber?
Kind of like, all right. Well, starting with like using colors, it's kind of like what Kanye West says. I kind of like see music in colors.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever moods, like even with like lighting in the studio. When I'm working by myself, I always have the lights low or some type of setting that's gonna like set the mood. It's usually a color. You know what I mean? And then each color represents something within my life.
Yeah.
Going to emerald and now to amber, it's just like going green. I was leaving one point in my life and now I'm in this transitional period where things are kind of slowing down where I want to get to.
Yeah.
And then the color amber also represents clarity. The stone actually represents clarity. So it's kind of like a moment of clarity for myself. I'm getting all these transitional periods of time through my music.
So the people that are consistent listeners of your music, is it a guarantee that the next project is gonna have a color as the title? Like, is it gonna be Rose Fuchsia or Rose? Or matter of fact, let's even freak it up even more. Why don't you do it a color in a different language? Like Arabic, you can do red. They can do ahmar.
Or rojo in Spanish. You know what I'm saying?
What are you?
I'm half Panamanian.
Half Panamanian. Shout out to my Panamanians, man. Shout out to Caesar. That's dope. What do you usually get? Because me personally, I'm Egyptian. On a side note, I usually get Dominican, Puerto Rican, but I'm Egyptian. No one ever guesses I'm Egyptian. No one ever guesses on the first time you're Panamanian.
It's only like maybe a few people that have gotten it off the rip. Like, yeah, you're Panamanian, and I'm just like, that's weird. You must know about Panamanians.
What do you usually get?
I usually get like half white and half black, or half Hispanic, or just Hispanic.
Okay. So as far as the production on Amber, who did you work with? I know you said you produce as well, right?
Yeah, I do.
Who have you worked with on the project as far as production? Because I know your beat selection was very, very good for the project.
Thank you.
Did you produce a lot of the project? Did you work with any other producers?
I kind of kept it in-house. I mean, I have production on almost all the songs except for I think 3. I mean, there's Don Michael Jr. who's on there. Yeah. He produced Fall for This. Obviously Cam De La, A-Room, and Nico, they helped me produce City Girl Summer. Down was produced by Kev Rogers and me.
That's the intro.
That's the intro.
Okay. That was a great transition too, but we'll get to that in a second. Go ahead. Let me know the rundown.
Hot Man, who's actually in-house, he's with me on Mindful Vision Sounds. That's my longtime friend.
Yeah.
Since like I've been doing, before I was engineering for everyone out my mom's career, like that's my day one. He pretty much, like, me and him go back and forth, obviously, with Darren in selecting tracks for the song, like for the projects and stuff like that, and what we're gonna really put out. He pretty much helps me dictate what we're gonna do. I think that's just about everybody.
Mostly in-house.
It's mostly in-house. Yeah.
As far as the intro down, with the Brandy classic, the classic sample, what was the inspiration? Like, what made you want to sample Brandy, whether it was you or Craig that, because I know you and Craig collabed on the production on that.
Okay,
Yeah, Craig. Yeah. I call him Craig. I call him Craig. You know, that's Jersey's her.
Yeah.
So, with you and Kev, you guys sampled Down by Brandy, I Want to Be Down.
Right.
Growing up, was that one of your favorite songs, or Brandy's favorite artist?
I like Brandy.
One of the Monica?
Don't put me on the spot. I like them both. I like both of them. Well, I like to, especially like with an intro, I feel like you gotta grab your audience from the rip, and I feel like that's pretty much, that set the tone for the whole project. It's something that everybody has heard before, or like I at least hope they've heard before.
I mean, if they listen to hip hop and R&B, you had to have heard that song.
And then on top of that, like if you have listened to my music in the past or anything like that, or I sample a lot.
Yeah.
So for an acapella to come off first song, it's just like, what the hell?
Yeah,
like you don't know what you're getting into. And then obviously, you know, Kev is crazy with production because he literally, like, I just did mainly the hook of the as far as production wise. And then Kev really took away the rest of the upbeat part. Yeah. You know, he's crazy with the drums. Shout out to Kev.
With creating this project, since we're talking about Brandy and different artists that you've listened to in the past, when creating this project, were there any particular artists that you were listening to that just inspired you, maybe sparked a vibe in the studio?
I try, especially when I'm working on music, I try not to listen to like artists that are similar to me in genre, so I'm not really listening too much. I mainly listen to R&B music. Like I try to, like, especially for like upbeat stuff when I'm doing like tracks like Down, Thanos and stuff like that. I try to stay away from those kind of records. But I really wasn't, like, I try not to listen to anybody else at the time.
We're not worried about nobody else. We're just doing our own thing. I'm gonna say it for you because I know you're real humble. But we're not worried about none of you other creators, all right? We're doing our own thing.
And not to mention, usually when I'm working on my stuff, I usually have my hands on other people's stuff, so I kind of don't have the time to really listen to everyone else.
With New Jersey, you being from New Jersey, the current state of the music out there, my opinion, is going crazy. It's amazing.
Yeah.
How would you describe the current state of New Jersey's music, this new wave?
Diverse. That's it. And like people are like multi-talented. It's not just, they don't do just one thing. You know what I mean? Especially like more so like the bigger artists coming out of South Jersey. Like you got Mir, who sings and raps. You got Anvil, who produces, raps, and records himself, and engineers and shit like that. Myself. Cam, who's going to eventually drop a project.
Put the pressure on Cam, man.
I'm putting pressure on him because that's my guy, man.
You gotta drop something.
Motherfuckers be sleep on him. Sleep on him. So shouts out to Cam again. But I would say diverse. You know what I mean? You got different types of music coming out. You got R&B music. You got hip hop, straight hip hop music. You got the trap. You got the newer style music. I think it's diverse and it's dope. It's young. It's fresh. You know what I mean?
Young and fresh. This is how I'm going to end off the interview. I wanted to ask you about one more song. The title is Jordan. When I think of Jordan, when I hear the lyrics, it sounds like you're painting a picture in somebody else's shoes. I thought of Jordan Woods. I showed it to someone else. They were like, nah, this has got to be a particular Jordan in his life. Who's Jordan?
All right.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. When I heard it, I thought you were talking in the back, like you were painting the picture from not LeBron, Maroon Tristan Thompson.
Right.
About Jordan Woods.
Okay.
But I think I might have thought about it too deep.
All right, so we decided to name the song Jordan, and I'm gonna just be real because Hotman is gonna because he produced that. He's gonna laugh about this, so I'm gonna actually tell you the truth.
Okay.
The person that it's about, her name begins with a J,
but it's not Jordan.
But it's not Jordan because I ain't want to I ain't want to draw. That's drawing.
But this is a real story.
So it's it's absolutely 110% truth. Like that's So we decided to use that name because of what you just drew
Jordan
from it.
Woods.
You would
Okay.
think, oh, Jordan Woods, but nah, it's just some girl with a J name. We just didn't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And Hotman was like, yo, why don't we just call it Jordan?
Is this a story you experienced or somebody around you
Me.
experienced? Okay. What made you want to put it on a song?
Because that's what I do with everything. Like, I tell a lot of people that are close to me in my life, don't tell me shit about what's going on with you, or don't do shit to me because it's going to end up in a song. It's absolutely 110% is going to end up in a song. Because that's my only outlet. I try to handle things internally rather than speak about them, and it just comes out in music. Whether it be production or, like, me actually writing my own stuff.
Creating a story that was... somebody heard it, and they knew it was about them, and they contacted you, like I heard that
Absolutely, yeah.
Could that have happened maybe on this project?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, shout out to Jordan.
Yeah, shout
out to Jordan. Look,
I see you.
I appreciate you sitting down with me, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Much success. Is there going to be any shows coming up, any tour or?
We're looking at a show at the end of July into August, maybe at the top of August.
Okay. All right, we'll definitely be there to support you, bro. Best of luck to you.
Thank you for coming through.
That's what it is. That's how we're gonna end it all. Okay.